Hi folks, Training Tip Thursday, and at long last we're going to talk about nutrition. I think that is something that pretty much everybody has had questions about, whether it be what should I eat during the week, what should I eat before my runs, during my runs, after my runs, etc. It'll take several Training Tip Thursdays to kind of get through all of these, and today is more of a little bit of an introduction and talking a little bit more about what you should be doing during the week. So here's the first concept I want you to think about. So hybrid cars burn electric and they burn gas. Your body is kind of like a hybrid car, except instead of electric, you have fat, and instead of gas, you have glycogen. Now, in a hybrid car, the very best gas mileage that you can get, so you're still doing miles per gallon of that gas you're carrying, is by using the electric as much as you possibly can. My wife has a Prius. She gets like 50 miles to the gallon or something, crazy like that. Same type of thing with your body. So part of our training is to help you get really good at burning fat. And why do we want to be good at burning fat? Well, one, there's actually more energy in fat than there is in carbohydrate. But number two, and this is most important, even those skinny Kenyans have enough fat on their body that if they could burn 100% fat, which that's not going to happen, but if they could burn 100% fat, they could run like 1,000 miles before they run out of fuel in their body. You've got the same thing, 1,000. I think I figured out once I could go like 1,500 miles with the fat in my body. My legs would drop off before that would ever happen. Problem is, as you run faster and faster, you're going to be using that glycogen. It's more of a quick, easy source for your body, and it's far more limited in supply, so we really need to conserve that. We also need to try and keep our tanks topped off with that. So, as I just said, keep your tank filled during the week. Imagine if you're going on a trip. You wouldn't take off on a trip and not have enough gas in the car. Same thing with your weekly training and, of course, in the races. And make sure that you're getting enough protein to repair your muscles. So the carbohydrates will provide you with glycogen, but you need protein to repair your muscles because when you're running and training, especially the harder you run, the more there's some minor muscle damage. That's the purpose of it. Damage always sounds bad, but you get some damage and you want to repair that. Your body will build it stronger. So how much? I've posted this before, and if you do a search, probably for calculator or carbohydrates within the Facebook group, I even put together a little calculator if you want to figure it out. But this is the guideline for how much you should have in carbs on an average day, so you don't have to figure out, today I ran for 30 minutes and do this, and today I ran for 90 minutes. But just typically an average day, what you need your carbohydrate intake to be, and then at the bottom, what you want your protein intake to be. So I'll leave that up. You can take a screenshot, or like I say, if you scroll down farther in the group or do a search, you can find a little calculator spreadsheet I put together where you can calculate what your needs are. Now, I'll tell you, most people, when they see the carbohydrate number, have a heart attack. It's way more carbohydrate than you probably eat. Get the carbohydrates from good sources. The example I use with people, you can get all your carbohydrates from cupcakes. You get them pretty fast. You'd also be starving all frickin' day long because it doesn't take very many cupcakes to get the carbohydrates, and they're really high in sugar and usually not the good carbs, and it flushes through your system. Whereas if you eat apples, carrots, vegetables, rice, whole grains, those things keep you full longer and provide you with the same calories. So pretty much everything I'm going to talk about when it relates to nutrition comes from a book called The New Rules of Marathon and Half Marathon Nutrition by Matt Fitzgerald. It's a really, really good book. If you don't have it, then you have the opportunity. I'd recommend picking it up and taking a read. It's very good. Also, post your questions, because as I said, over the next few weeks, I want to talk more specifically about things. What should you do before your runs, during your runs, after the runs, and things like that? Because being well-fueled and being well-hydrated is certainly very important in your being able to perform well. In the meantime, get those carbs.